My name is Dr. Zoltán Matony, and I serve as Chairman of the Supervisory Board for Globe Trade Center SA. I warmly welcome all those present at today's extraordinary general meeting of shareholders of the company. I extend a particular welcome to all shareholders of the company, both those present in person and those represented by proxy. I welcome the members of the Management Board and the members of the Supervisory Board of Globe Trade Center SA, as well as all other participants of today's meeting. The extraordinary general meeting of shareholders of Globe Trade Center, Spółka Akcyjna, with its registered office in Warsaw, has been convened for today, 14th of April 2026, at 12 o'clock noon, Warsaw time, at the Airport Hotel Okecie, ulica Komitetu Obrony Robotników, 24, Conference Room Concord, on the 7th floor. Pursuant to Article 409, Paragraph 1 of the Polish Commercial Companies Code, I hereby open the extraordinary general meeting of shareholders of Globe Trade Center SA. The minutes of today's general meeting will be drawn up by notary Monika Smagma. Okay, sorry. So Milena Shivka, whom I warmly welcome. The technical support for voting at today's general meeting is provided by Unicomp WZA. I kindly ask the representative of Unicomp to present the technical rules of voting to the shareholders and to conduct a test vote.
Dzień dobry Państwu.
Ladies and gentlemen, each of you received the tablet, and in the tab your data you can check who you represent and how many shares. The vote is very simple. When the vote is ordered on your tablets, you will see the title of the vote and three decision keys, so you choose your decision. After choosing the decision, you are transferred to the next screen, and then you will see your decision, and then you have to confirm it, and then this vote will go into the system. If it happens that this decision was wrongly chosen by you, so then you have the button return. You may come back to the first screen and then change your decision, but once you confirm the decision on the second screen, there is no way to return to the first screen. So I will start for you the test vote. So could you please take your vote? It's just a test to check that the system is working properly. Could you please vote? It's the test vote. If there are any questions, so this is the right moment to ask a question. Of course, we are at your service also throughout the conduct of this meeting. I can't see any questions. You can see the result of the vote on the screen.
Thank you very much for the presentation. I proceed to the agenda. The first matter requiring resolution is item 2, the election of the chairman of the extraordinary general meeting. I invite nominations. Please.
I would like to propose Jacek to chair today's meeting. I agree.
I order a secret ballot on resolution number 1 regarding the election of the chairman of the extraordinary general meeting. Please cast your vote. Thank you very much. I declare that resolution number 1 has been adopted unanimously, I now hand over the conduct of the proceedings to the chairman of the general meeting. Thank you very much, Mr. Secretary.
Thank you very much for your nomination. I have the attendance list in front of me, and I am signing this attendance list right now. I would like to inform you that this attendance list was prepared, checked and signed, and it is on the desk for you if anyone wants to see it. And I would like also to inform you that today's extraordinary meeting of Globe Trade Center SA was convened by the Management Board on the basis of 398 of the Commercial Companies Code and also on the basis of Article 8 of the Companies Statute. So the notice was displayed on the company's website on the 16th of March 2026. In the same time, on the same day, the company published the report 2/2026 in line with Article 406, Index 1 of the Commercial Companies Code. We have in this extraordinary meeting the shareholders of the company who on the 29th of March 2026 were the shareholders of the company. So we have today in the extraordinary meeting 9 holders who represent in total 505,074,985 shares, which represents 87.95% of the total shares in the company. I would like to confirm the correctness of calling this meeting and its capability of adopting binding resolutions that are stipulated on the agenda. Now I move to the next point, namely the adoption of the extraordinary general meeting agenda. This is the agenda that is published on the company's website on the 16th of March. Point number 1, opening of the extraordinary meeting. Point number 2, election of the chairman of the extraordinary general meeting. Statement regarding the general meeting was duly convened and binding resolutions. Adoption of the extraordinary general meeting's agenda. Adoption of a resolution regarding the appointment of the chairman of the board of the company. Adoption of a resolution regarding the remuneration of the members of the board of the company. Adoption of a resolution regarding the articles of association of the company and the adoption of a new consolidated text of the articles of association of the company. And point number 8, the last one, closing of the extraordinary meeting. So the wording of the draft resolutions was published on the company's website and in the current report, and all the participants had the possibility of reading these resolutions. I will not be reading the draft resolutions, but when we have under this point that we have a couple of competitive draft resolutions, I will explain which draft resolutions voted on at a given moment. Are there any reservations regarding this proposal? So I can't see, so we will proceed in this way. At this moment, I order the vote on resolution number 2 regarding the adoption of the agenda, and this vote is open, it's not secret, so could you please cast your votes on this resolution by open ballot? I close the vote. Thank you for your votes. And I would like to inform you that this resolution number 2 has been adopted unanimously by open ballot. So for yes, 505,074,985. There were no votes against and no abstentions. I would like to confirm the adoption of this resolution. Now I move to the next item on the agenda, number 5, adoption of a resolution regarding the appointment of the chairman of the supervisory board of the company. And to remind you, I would like to state, first of all, this resolution will be adopted by secret ballot. Secondly, on the basis of Article 413 of the Commercial Companies Code, if such persons so the Article 412 regulations are applicable for such persons if they are to vote or their representatives are to vote on this resolution. And in line with resolution number 3, the extraordinary meeting of the shareholders of the company comparison to Article 385, paragraph 1 of the Commercial Companies Code and Article 9 of the Articles hereby by Mr. Zoltan Martoni as chairman of the supervisory board of the company. Are there any contributions? Are there any contributors to the discussion on this point? No, I can't see any, so I order the vote on resolution number 3. This is a secret ballot on the appointment of the chairman of the supervisory board, Mr. Zoltan Martoni. Cast your votes, please. Thank you. So I would like to inform you that the votes for yes 544,044,338, against 5,322,360, and abstentions 54,808,287. So therefore, the resolution enjoyed the absolute majority of votes and was adopted. I would like to congratulate Mr. Zoltan Martoni for his nomination to the position of the chairman of the supervisory board. Now I move to the next point on the agenda, namely adoption of a resolution regarding the termination of the remuneration of the members of the supervisory board of the company. And I would like to inform you that this resolution under this point will be adopted by secret ballot as the same in line with Article 413 of the Commercial Companies Code. The persons who will vote themselves by the representatives vote on this resolution, so that the applications of Article 112 of the Commercial Companies Code apply. I will not read the entire draft. I would like only to draw attention to the fact that in line with the draft resolution number 4, the new amounts of the remuneration are shown. So the monthly remuneration will be increased from 10,100 zloty to 12,500, and the market remuneration of the chairman of the supervisory board is from 15,000 to 25,000 gross, and the members of each committee of the supervisory board for the performance of their duties from 2,000 to 3,000 gross, and the additional monthly remuneration of chairman of each committee of the supervisory board on the top of the remuneration received to perform the function of the supervisory board is PLN gross for the performance of the agency and the remuneration for being a member of such committee. So are there any comments on this resolution? I can't see any, so I order the vote on by secret ballot on resolution number 4. Thank you for the vote cast. And for the vote for yes, 476,734,847. Against 28,340,138. There were no abstentions. Therefore, this resolution obtained the required majority and is adopted under the secret ballot. Now I move to the next point on the agenda. This is adoption of a resolution regarding amendments to the Articles of Association of the company and the adoption of the new consolidated text of the Articles of Association of the company. So this is resolution number 5. And here we have 3 competitive drafts. So I will present, historically speaking, these drafts. So we have the preliminary draft of the resolution, which was submitted by the management board of the company, displayed on the company's website on 16th of March 2026, along with the announcement of calling the extraordinary meeting. Then, on the 19th of March 2026, one of the shareholders, Open Pension Funds, the PW's Water Initiation, submitted its draft resolution to point number 7, and this draft was published in the current report on the 24th of March 2026. And this draft repeats the majority of the amendments to the statute, to the Articles of Association proposed by the management board, and adds to Article 9, Section 7. And this draft resolution was positively opinionated by the supervisory board of the company. Then, on the 13th of April, it means yesterday, one of the shareholders, Allianz Polska, Open Pension Fund, submitted the draft resolution to point number 7 of the agenda on the same date as yesterday. Also, this current report was published regarding also the submission of this draft resolution. So I hope that everyone managed to read that draft resolution. This draft resolution also repeats the majority of the proposed amendments contained in the management board proposal and then modified in PZU draft, that also contains further changes. I will not elaborate on them in detail now. So we have 3 drafts: the management board's report, the PZU draft, and Allianz draft. And in line with the regulations of putting such drafts under vote, so in the first round I will put under vote Allianz draft, the most complete one. And if this draft does not get the required majority of votes, so then I will put under vote the next draft proposed by PZU. And if this draft also is not obtaining the required majority, I will put under vote the draft proposed by the management board. So the adoption of the resolution exhausts this point, and if it is done, I will move to the next point on the agenda. So the required majority for this resolution is 3/4. Has anyone any objections or wants to contribute to the discussion about these drafts? I can't see. So I would draw your attention to some minor technical issues, because each of these drafts contains some technical inconsistencies. I will present them so that we can put them in the protocol, so that you can adopt resolutions which contain the consolidated text of the Articles of Association, reflecting the changes proposed. So first of all, I will put under vote the Allianz draft, and here I would like to draw your attention to the fact that the proposed consolidated text is attached to the draft, and this consolidated text in Article 11, Section 7, there is inconsistency between what is the proposed amendment and what is in the consolidated text, namely, so the expression which is in brackets, if exists, should refer not to the authorized shareholder as it is indicated in the consolidated text, but to the controlling shareholder. So this is at the end, one line below. So in the resolution it is correct, and in the consolidated text there is a discrepancy. And I understand that you agree that I will put under vote this resolution, which will contain the correct consolidated text. Are there any reservations to this? So I open the vote on the draft. Resolution number 5, proposed by Allianz Open Pension Fund, proposed on the 13th of April, namely yesterday. Please cast your votes on this proposed draft. Thank you very much for your votes cast. I would like to inform you that for yes, 140,194,455 votes, against 359,528,880, and abstentions 5,351,650. So this draft resolution did not get the required majority of the votes, and this resolution hasn't been adopted. And therefore, I will move to the vote on the next draft resolution. This is the draft resolution proposed by PZU Złota Jesień Open Pension Fund, proposed on the 19th of March. And also I would like to draw your attention here to the same discrepancy between the wording of the resolution and the consolidated text. So this expression, if exists, should refer to the controlling shareholder, not to the authorized shareholder. Also, this we put here the resolution with this corrected discrepancy. And the second obvious discrepancy, which is in the draft that we identified, is in Article 10, Section 1, between point B and C. So the paragraph is ended with the word dates, and enter shouldn't be there. So this point should start from granting, and so this is formatting error. Any objections to this amendment? I can't see any. So I would like to ask you whether you would like to contribute to the discussion on this draft resolution. No, I can't see any contributors, so I will open the ballot, the open ballot on resolution number 5 on the draft resolution proposed by PZU Open Pension Fund. So please cast your votes. So the 4 resolutions have been adopted and vote, and the resolution was not adopted, so there is no resolution number 5 because that previous draft was not adopted. So still we are voting on resolution number 5. The next draft for this resolution number 5 proposed by PZU Open Pension Fund. Thank you for your vote, and for yes, 437,354,945 votes for yes, which represents 86.59% of the votes cast. There were no votes against, and abstentions 67,720,040. I would like to say that this draft obtained the required majority of 3/4 in line with the Commercial Companies Code, and resolution number 5 was adopted in line with this draft. Therefore, I would like to confirm that the points on the agenda were exhausted, and I close today's extraordinary general meeting of shareholders. Thank you very much for your attention.